Hello my kaiju fans and fans in general, Kiri Plays here, and today I don't have a Godzilla review, but I do have the Studio Series 38 Optimus Prime. Now I know this is not the Rise of the Beast Optimus Prime, that is sadly still sold out, but this is the best thing that actually came out in Hasbro Hasbro Pulse. So it was only like a limited time deal. So luckily I got this figure, and I am very happy with this figure. The box with this overall best design of Prime, other than the one from Rise of the Beast, is very accurate, because you can tell it's a big screen inspired scale, detail, backdrop, and this is from the ending of the movie. If you haven't seen Bumblebee, I would really watch it. It is definitely worth a soft reboot of the whole Michael Bay verse, from the good to massive retconning. Other than that, here we have the box, Prime, Transformers Bumblebee, in case you forgot where this figure came from. So other than that, I'm gonna do a little jump cut, open this guy, and yeah. And here we have Bumblebee's Optimus Prime, and I have to say, I really do love his whole new look for the film. It really does remind you of the G1 counterpart of Optimus Prime. And the bulk of this figure looks amazing. A little gripe I have is just the back, because if we look at the back, the top section actually looks more like the movie, but the tires, I think these are the tires. Yeah, these are the tires, and they kind of just make him have like a huge backpack. Well, granted, we did have a lot of Transformers with the heavy backpacks, but I'm very glad they actually tried to compact the backpack. And I have to say, I am very glad I got this figure. I know, I think it's technically still sold out on Hasbro Pulse, but luckily when this figure was restocked, I quickly had to get one. So I would definitely keep an eye on this this type of figure, because, well, I know that the Optimus Prime from the new Transformers movies figure is still sold out at the moment. But I hope it really does, get restocked again, because I heard a good amount of things from that figure, but until then, I am stuck with this guy. Now, mainly his accessories is just his ion cannon, I think it's called. And I have to say, I really do love its solid piece, but I wish this piece kind of folded, because once I revert Prime to his truck mode, you're going to see why. But other than that, I really do, hold still, I really do love the whole look of this ion cannon. I know I'm probably saying it wrong, so my apologies. I really do love how it's more detailed, but I know that for the other Transformers figures we had over the past, like Revenge of the Fallen, Dark of the Moon, I specifically remember all of them having mech tech weapons. And I remember about Revenge of the Fallen, like there are like multiple versions of Prime in the toy line of Revenge of the Fallen, where instead of these normal hands, like to hold the weapons, one of the Primes from Revenge of the Fallen toy line had the hands open, but he actually did had two cannons. I think it was I forgot the name. I think it was the Defender Optimus Prime. I think that's what the name is, but I know that that figure looked really awesome because it has like the open hands. And usually we don't have the open hands unless they're the masterpiece versions or just a gimmick figure. Anyways, let's take a look at the articulation of Prime. Now, for my Prime's head, his head is very stiff, and like I am using all of the force I have just to move this guy just that far. So, yeah, most of this parts of Prime, it's relatively a little bit wonky, but it's almost still solid. Like literally. Normally with some of the Transformers figures, you see like these legs being more floppy like a fish. So moving to the arms, we can see they have a good rotation, swivel rotation. Either way, the arms can actually go up this far, but in order for you to do that, you kind of had to move this piece all the way over here. Like I kind of wish it kind of like folded back so it kind of tabs right there, so you will be able to get at least a more of a bulky shoulder, I think. And from the arm, we have a good angle for the elbow. Goes relatively this far back because, well, that's how most elbows are. And it can go up right there. From the hips, we actually do see Prime having an actual waist swivel movement. And I am very glad they actually incorporated that, because sometimes we see Prime, like some other Voyager figures, they don't have this type of swivel. They just have like a solid body. That they have a solid body where it's basically you take apart like the front chest, you twist it or you fold it in, and then mainly the backpack has all of that car parts inside it. Luckily, that's not the case. So I am very happy with that. Now moving on to the legs can't go all the way back because I think it's mainly because of the tires in the back. But you can make Prime's legs go all the way this far. So he can either kick some Decepticons in the face like that flashback, which I kind of wish we got more of that. And the legs can bend this far at a good angle. I forgot what type of degree this is, but it actually does have like a nice curve, so that once you bring about the leg, it's almost fitting because it's not like scratching the joints, which I am actually very thankful for. Now for the legs, I know there was like a problem with these legs. How like it's relatively like loose, like the parts do not connect very right. But I think they kind of retooled them. So I think they retooled them. I'm not sure. But for the feet, they can go down that far and up this far. But the little problem with this is the feet, mainly the heel, because you do have to move the heel like in that position, and you had to move the feet up, which like when I was transforming this figure, I noticed that the feet was relatively a little bit longer, and I didn't know until I figured out about this. And overall, for the robot mode, I am very digging this look of Prime. I know that the Voyager, or maybe the leader Optimus Prime from Rise of the Beast figure is more a little bit taller and kind of less bulky. Like, I know the arms were a bit more bulky. But other than that, if you sadly don't have that Prime because it's most likely sold out almost everywhere, then this guy is like your second best bet of close to the movies now. So other than that, for any other for the other accessories, we do have the backdrop from the box. And I have to say, this whole shot I sent the Golden Gate Bridge is so far my favorite. Also, you can see a Volkswagen. Not sure if that's like another definitely not Cliffjumper because he died. But I think that might be just like a product images of. Other than that, I really do love this art. Other than that, I really do love the backdrop. So you can make Optimus. Hold on, I gotta move this. You can make Optimus more breaking the rules of robots in disguise. Now, this is personally just me. I kind of wish we did have a design like this in the first Transformers movie, and have the Megatron design we had in the 2007 one, because I think this G1 look fighting the 2007 Megatron, I think that would probably be the greatest thing ever, to me, in my opinion. So that's it for this backdrop. And now let's transform him. And for the sake of this video's time, I'm just gonna do a little jump cut from robot mode to this. This is Optimus Prime's truck mode at the end of the movie. Now, I have to say, I really do love the truck form of this figure. My only gripe about this movie, not to the movie, I think it's actually more enjoyable than The Last Night. No comment about there. So, this huge gap kind of bothers me. Like, the truck mode is way more better than I'm gonna have to say, the invasion mode Optimus Prime that we got from Age of Extinction. That, and minus the Rise of the Beast Prime, was the only time Optimus had a flat nose truck form. But I kind of wish this accessory kind of folds in and just kind of place in that little gap. That alone would have been perfect for like a weapon storage, but the only weapon storage for this guy is, talk about robots in disguise, right? Because nothing says disguise about a huge cannon at the back of a tank. Nothing says robots in disguise than an ion cannon at the back of a flat-nosed truck. And now for some size comparisons for the Optimus truck mode, we have Rise of the Beast Battle Trap. And I have to say, I really do like these little comparison. It's just the Optimus is a little bit bigger than Battle Trap, but usually Battle Trap is basically a little roughly around his size. Like, you'll see once I'll transform him back. And we have, okay. And here we have Battle Trap in his truck mode. And from the size comparison, I say it is almost pretty accurate if you tell me. However, though, this weapon system, this weapon storage is actually very clever. This one, on the other hand, is a bit rough. But however, these figures, however, these truck forms side by side is actually almost size accurate, I believe. And yeah, I think that's about it. So I'm going to transform these guys to do the size comparison, and that'll be end of this review. Until later. And here we have Battletrap and Optimus in the robot mode. And I have to say, this is a Voyager. And I have to say, this is a Voyager, and that's a Voyager. So I feel like we got robbed. Because I know, like, in Rise of the Beast, this could be a little bit spoilers, but the movie's on digital now. Battletraps is roughly about Optimus's, like, shoulder. And he's technically there, but this is the Bumblebee Prime, not the Rise of the Beast Prime. I know there's a massive movie gap, but this almost works perfectly. It just, I wish they kind of make Battletrap a little bit, just a little bit taller and a little bit more bulkier. Because I feel like the more bulkier he gets, the taller he gets. Wait a minute. Like, I wish Battletrap was a little bit taller, like roughly about 2 or 3 centimeters. And to have like his huge arms, because I know that in the movie he does have long arms, but this seems to be almost like a concept art of the arms. And that could just be me, but overall, I love these figures in general. Not only they do contain a little bit of flaws, but almost every Transformer figures have flaws. But I really do hope for the Masterpiece line, we do get Battletrap in more of a screen accurate with a lot more, that we do get Battletrap in the Masterpiece line more accurate, because he's missing the I forgot what part that is, but it's used for the missiles in his truck form. But other than that, let's get to the other size comparison. Here we have SH Monster Arts 2004 Godzilla. My personal favorite 2002 Godzilla. My personal favorite SH Monster Arts Godzilla 2002. And the SH Monster Arts Monster X. And that's pretty much it for the Studio Series Optimus Prime from Bumblebee. And I have to say, overall, this figure is really good. It does have some flaws, mainly with the feet and mainly the backpack. Like, those are the only 2 flaws I have for this guy. Well, aside from his ion cannon. That's the only, those 3 problems I have with this figure. But if you love the look and but if you like the CGI model and the truck form, then go ahead and do your best to get this figure, because as of right now, it's sadly sold out at the moment. But keep an eye out on Hasbro Pulse, because that's how I got Battletrap and Studio Series Optimus Prime. Now I will be making some other videos referring to more kaiju content, because a lot of stuff has happened when I am making this video. So those I'm gonna have to do my best to keep on track on them. But other than that, I hope you all enjoy this. Thank you all so much for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell. I think the bell kind of gets some notifications out. But other than that, I hope you all enjoy this. And until next time, I know it's definitely going to be a while for me to buy another Godzilla figure. Come on!